It's an all Italy episode. We have 3 Italian wines and the most Italian dish possible, pizza. All right, maybe it's not the most Italian dish that we could have, but it is from Italy and so are the wines, and we're gonna see if any of these are a great match. Better hear what I've got to say, because you won't get it. Welcome back to Wine Bites. If you're here for the second episode, I really appreciate that you came back. If this is your first time here, I'm Josh, and I'm helping you figure out what wines go with your food. Everyone deserves a day off from cooking, so today I ordered a pepperoni pizza. I'm sure I'm gonna get roasted in the comments by the choice of pepperoni by either someone from New York who believes that cheese is the only way to go, or folks who definitely have a more beefed up pizza. But this is what I'm going with for today, and these are the wines that I'm gonna pair against it. The key things we're looking at for today are some bold flavors to match up to the pepperoni, some acid to help us cut through the cheese and the sauce, and for the wine to not be too tannic so it doesn't overpower the pizza. To help us find our match, we're gonna use a common wine pairing principle, which is what grows together, goes together. Hence, 3 Italian wines. Let's check out the lineup. Today's wines are all under $30, and at the end of the video, I'll leave you with some key descriptors so that you can go and find them at your local wine shop. First up, we have our 2020 Vietti Barbera d'Alba. Barbera is actually the grape in the wine, and Alba is the village in which the grapes are grown. But don't worry if you don't know that, it's not important to the tasting. Next up, we have our crowdsourced option, the 2016 Fontoli Chianti Classico. Don't worry, I promise we're not having any fava beans after this. And actually, I'm kind of glad that Silence of the Lambs exists. Otherwise, people might think that I'm making up some of these words. Probably still do. Last up, we have our wild card wine. And for today, we're doing something that I'm calling, what the heck is that? And what I mean by that is I walked into my local wine shop and I asked them for a wine with high acid and bold flavors to pair with a pepperoni pizza, but that I had never heard of before. And they delivered the Dino Torti Croatina. There is no vintage on this wine, which means if you find it, you've got the right one. This wine comes from the Lombardy region of Italy, something that I've never tried before. I don't think there's any relationship to Vince Lombardi, but either way, I'm excited to try this wine with the pizza and see what it holds. Okay, the wines are prepped. Let's see if any of these are a perfect match. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a slice of pizza from this pizza that I've been staring at for a little while now. And of the 3 wines, I'm going to start with the Croatina, which is the lightest of the wines. That's a funky little wine. It's actually really good. I think that regardless of the pizza pairing or if any of these are better, you're gonna wanna pick that up. This was a $13 bottle. That's ridiculous. I think this is a pretty good value for that price. For the actual pairing, there might just be a little too much acid, at least from what I can tell. Otherwise, this is pretty good. I don't think most people would complain about having that pairing. Let's see if either of the other 2 are better. So that's definitely better than the Croatina. I think there's more power and more bright fruit flavor that is holding up and giving a better balance between the wine and the pizza. It's not a crazy difference, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna give it to the Chianti. Let's go ahead and see how the expert pick does. Damn, that's actually really good too. So far, all these wines are going with the pizza. And that is both a really good thing and a really bad thing from me being able to pick out which is the best one. Now, the one thing I'm noticing from this wine is just, it's a little bit overpowering of the pizza. Again, not really a ton. I think everybody would be happy to have this with the pizza. And unless you're kind of nitpicking and critiquing the way that I'm doing for this video, this would be a perfectly good wine for pizza. I'm gonna have to think about which one was best. This is definitely a really close one. For me, The balance and the harmony really comes through with the Chianti Classico. That being said, if you're somebody who prefers bolder wines, something that really leaves that impact when you're tasting it, then you might like the Barbera better with your pizza. But what I think we've learned here today is that what grows together does actually go together. I think you'd be happy with any one of these 3 wines with your pizza, pepperoni specifically, but the Chianti Classico is the one that had the most harmony for me and was the best balance. As I said in the last video, and I'm probably going to repeat them in every video from now until the end of time, wine is subjective. The only thing that's constant is that it tastes good and it gets you drunk. So try these wines for yourself and let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with my assessment. Now, as promised, check out these key descriptors in order to pick up these wines or something similar so that you can experience them for yourself. If you enjoyed this content, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more food and wine pairings. Also, I'd love for you to tell me which dishes you'd like me to try to pair in a future video in the comment section down below. Until next time, happy pairing.